Well guys, I'm about to chop up the mini semi. Got another project in mind, so I just got to start cutting. Hang with me. Hey guys, as you can see, I did cut the mini semi, chop it, but I'm making it into the next version of itself. I've actually lengthened the frame so far 18 inches. So I think it'll look a little bit better, but also I'm doing a little something different with it, so y'all keep watching. I went ahead and did a lot of extra bracing on the frame. I added this piece of 1/4 inch plate to the outside of the frame rails on both sides. So I got it down through there too. But then I also did this crisscross bracing here, which goes from top of there to down at the very bottom of the frame back here on both sides, and I think that will help stiffen it up and keep it from twisting as bad and that type of thing. This is a piece from the fifth wheel hitch, the one that I bought to go on the back of the semi. That was a piece, but it went in a track and slid it back and forth. So I took one of these and I cut it in half, and I'm gonna weld it right here to kind of make a little dovetail on the back of here. I got one for each side, so let me get that welded on there. I've also made these brackets to go on here. Basically they will hold the front corner of the bed when I put it on here. I'll have pieces come out here to make this corner and go on along, but I'm fixing to get them welded on there too. Got those two pieces, and then you'll see kind of how it comes together after that. Where I cut the square piece off the back end of here, I was worried about this might bend and flex a little bit, and it does. So I've got these little pieces right here that I'm going to weld in there to just reinforce that. And then the piece that I cut off, the square tubing piece that I cut off, I cut it in half, and I'm going to weld it on here where I'll have strength out here on the edge. And then I've started putting some of the 2x4s to make the bed. I got those brackets welded in, so it's really coming together now. I get all this welded up, and I'll start on more of the wood bed. Well, like with everything I do, I was kind of winging it, just kind of building and going. And I'm glad I checked. I went inside and measured the mini hot rod, and what I've got right here is basically 6 feet to the back end. From up here to here is 6 feet, and I was looking at this anyway, wondering whether that was going to be too much of an angle to try to come up on. And the mini T-bucket is a foot longer than what I have here, so I gotta bring this on back another foot. So I'm gonna have to add some more support further back on this thing. And I've got all the pieces cut out for the bed, and I'm glad I noticed before I did all that permanently. So let me get some more added onto the back of here. So not planning this very well has brought me to this stage, which I like that it's not as steep as what that was going to be, but then it's a lot more framing to do, and I'm just gonna have to put this all together and see how it works. So this is what I got so far. These pieces I welded in right here were pieces from the blue go-kart, the cage that I took off of it. All of this stuff is some stuff that I brought from job sites that I found it on, and this right here is some hardened bed rail material, and then got all the wood in there. So that's what it's looking like so far. Just got a little bit of everything on it. So far I don't have any money in it, which is wonderful. all stuff that I already had. And there's DJ. Hi, DJ. What's up, buddy? Hi, buddy. Alright, so anyway, that's what we got to this point. Now that I've got the finished welding done and I have all of the wood pieces all screwed together like they're going to be, I need to get this thing out here, blow off all this dust, maybe hand wipe down some of the dust, and get some paint sprayed on some of the key areas that will be seen. And then I'm going to pull it in the other garage where it's clean and do a lot of the final assembly. I've got some stuff I need to cut out in here to make a lot of dust for it, so I don't want that dust getting back on it once I clean it up good. I got these side pieces cut out and put on. I think they're going to look pretty good, just kind of like a little body panel. Yeah, I made it just out of plywood. And then I've got the rest of it painted up real good, getting ready to put the bed pieces back on. And I've got to make a piece to go between here, and then all that I'm going to do up there. But let me get to that now. See, on these drawers, I left that little pass-through right there, because there's actually a hole in the bottom of this pipe right here that drains some moisture, and it, leaks a little little bit of exhaust through there too. So I wanted that to go on out to the ground. I didn't want it to dump off in this drawer, so that's why I did that. And it slides out. It only slides out that far, but you got room to get underneath here. But I thought that worked pretty well, and I got to get the other one done. Now that I have the drawers and the body panels and stuff on there, I'm going to take all this off and sand it real good, get primer on it, get paint on it, and that way I can get that stuff done. I can start putting the wiring on it, and I can start putting the bed materials on it. So I'm anxious to get to that point. Let's get to it. Let's let that dry. Some of the pieces will get a second coat on this side, and some of them will just get flipped over and painted on the other side. Well guys, that's going to do it for this video of chopping up the mini semi. Y'all be waiting on the video to come out in a couple of weeks to see what I'm actually turning this semi into. I'll give you a few hints throughout the video, but y'all keep an eye on that video in the next couple of weeks. But that's going to do it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.